So he chops the Green Knight's head off, and then
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going through real quick. So he chops his head off. The Green Knight picks up his head, like, "Hey, I'll see you in a year." And then Sir Gawain sets off on the grand adventure to, get the blow repaid and whatnot. And there you go.
One important thing I think that was kind of foreshadowing it, that you could tell that Arthur saw through more of this than others, was when he hands Gawain the sword. He says, "Remember, it's just a game." He picked that out of the words. Mm-hmm. So he knew that this knight was not here to kill.
Don't fucking kill him.
More or less, play carefully.
Poke him a little bit.
Well, it's a game. This is not for honor. This is not for land. This is not for privilege. It's a game. You play games to win, but they're still games, right? You don't kill a person.
It's meant to be fun.
Exactly. You'll kill a person over a game.
Maybe you guys can shed more light on this, but apparently that was a thing. There was the Beheading Game back when, I guess, and this was sort of taken from that. In medieval, I mean, I read that there was kind of the anonymous guy that wrote this thing. Kind of went into
the idea of doing you land a blow. Like, let's see if you can land a blow against me.
I don't know if it was literally. It was just that was the name that was given.
The game itself in the poem, from what I've understood, is based off of they used to have that. It was martial games where it was. Fight to whoever can land the first blow.
Yeah.
And they win.
Maybe that's what they're referring to.
It was to the first blow.
Yeah.
First blow, first blood, or to the death. That's that's where the whole idea of to the death comes from, is a duel to the death.
Right.
But that's more. This is a more morbid version of that, I guess. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, in the story, Gawain strikes him so fiercely because he is a knight in the story, and he feels, since he's been called forward, because he gets called out, and he feels insulted that he's the one who has to deal with this nobody. So he strikes him so fiercely because the way he says it, "I will repay it in a year," as if his blow is so meager.
Right. It's the idea that, in the game, it's, let whoever try to land a blow against me, and it even says that specifically, let him try to land a blow against me. Like, this is going to be a difficult challenge. And so Gawain comes forward, and then the Green Knight sets his axe down and kneels down to the ground and just smiles at him. It's mocking him. It's goading him to try and kill him. And it's an insult. It's a grievous insult, because it's supposed to be a challenge of martial prowess, and it ends up being this, like, oh, well, you can try and kill an unarmed man, because that is another thing. Killing an unarmed man is directly against the chivalric code that knights lived by, and that's what that would be at that point. And then he even leans forward and bares his neck, like, "Come on, buddy, you know you want to do it." So that's why he finally was like, "Fine, whatever, we'll do it your way, asshole." And
right.
Let all those remember what happened here today.
Right.
As in, he's not a coward for striking this man down. The man did it to himself. He called the challenge and then acted a fool.
Yep.
So that's kind of the... I was just interested because I had read it was like based on or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard of some sort of beheading game.
Then again, I've never heard that, but
it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been.
I don't know.
Anybody want to look it up really quick, or not press?
I'll look it up.
I'm actually curious now.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Because when I was reading about the poem, I guess, because it's like a series of poems, isn't it? Like that they kind of. I've never actually read it. I know you guys did.
Well, a lot of the old stories are poems. So that way they're easy to remember, because a lot of things weren't written down. They were told through story and lyric.
Yeah.
And often people would add their own lines to the story.
So it's oral history.
Oh, okay.
Like Beowulf.
Okay, so...
a beheading game is a trope or motif of medieval romance. So it's not an actual thing. It's
an actual thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of romanticized.
So it's literally the same example where two characters exchange blows that would decapitate the other. It even says the most famous example of this is the poem Sir Gawain and the Green Knight.
Perfect.
Oh, there you go.